I'm grinning here because there's a bit of joy in my heart. I've mentioned that I thought it was such a mystery to make mud into earth plaster a house, and it's just not. So I'm going to show you how we do it. Here we have our precious little pile of clay that we swap with our sister permaculture place, Rob and Karen. And their place is just almost completely solid clay. Our place, on the other hand, is almost completely sand. They can always use sand to make their cob ovens and their cool things, and of course we can use the clay. But you're going to find it in bottomland, and it's just kind of something people have forgotten about, where to find clay, and it's very common. So anyhow, I take some of that, and a handy piece of hardware cloth, of course, because when I do make it, I want it to have a consistency of chocolate mousse, and the last thing you need is some big old clump that didn't dissolve. And I think everybody figures out their own way of doing things. I, for example, put the wheelbarrow right in the way of where I want to drop my dirt. I believe that the clay mixture is pretty versatile, but it's pretty clear in my mind that if you go beyond about 30% clay, it's going to start cracking. There's a temptation to feel like the clay is the magic stuff, and of course it is, but all the structure comes from the sand that's bound up in it. And so we use 30% clay, and because I'm no mathematician, our little cement mixer, which I recommend most highly. I mean, this party business of everybody coming over and stomping kind of sounds like fun, but if you're just trying to get the job done and do it, there's a lot of decisions to make as you're mudding. This just worked fine for me. I've had a couple of guys that live here on the property come up and help out, but mostly I've just been doing it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is 30% clay, so that would be 3 shovelfuls of clay to 7 shovelfuls of sand. One doesn't have to be a wizard in chemistry.
I'll walk over to this side here. Get a different angle on that.
Sand wheelbarrow. We'll have to go get some. So we're headed towards 7 shovelfuls. Well, let's go get some sand from the sand mine. Just follow me up this way, eh? This is too much fun. I'm a movie star. Come on up here and check out the sand quarry. Whoever's looking at this probably knows by now that we have a really complicated gray water system that continuously recirculates. feeds the gardens and feeds the fish and does a bunch of things. But one thing we haven't done is made fish to eat, so we needed a sand mine, and so this is the beginnings of our permaculture fish pond. The gray water will start up here. When it overflows this, it'll go to this wetlands and begin its journey around the house. Currently it starts in the wetlands. Well, that's good enough for now. Make this process take too much time.